Yo, what's up fam? It's your boy CK back again with another one. Just came back from a speed run. Haven't ran in a while. This past week was really weird. I was supposed to run 12 miles, but yeah, I've just been mentally. I just haven't been there, so I didn't show up and run. I went to the gym a couple days, but not as consistent. But this week, yesterday I went to bed early. Well, it was late. It was probably like, I'd say 11:45 or something like that. This morning, woke up at 5 a.m. and I was like, just gotta get things right. There's something about having a routine that really helps you be better at everything. If I don't sleep, then that affects every area of my life. And I've started to realize that I'm not 100%. I wasn't 100% like this past week. And that led into not showing up for the runs, not showing up for the workout, and just being slow in other areas of my life. But anyways, this week we're getting everything back on track. So I woke up, I went to the gym, I had upper body, so I hit some chest, shoulders, some triceps, biceps. It was a good workout. Came back home, worked, and just came from a run. It was pretty good, definitely pushed myself. The run was a 6-minute warm up, and then we basically just went up like in speed. Actually, we went down, so we started 5 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute, 30 seconds, and then 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. It's pretty brutal, but just a couple of thoughts while I was running. I've always been a perfectionist, always trying to do everything the right way. So if I messed up, I'd want to, start all over again. I remember when I was a kid, we used to do writing practices whereby they teach you how to basically have a good handwriting and to write cursive. So we'd practice cursive, and every time I'd mess up, I'd want to start all over again from the top because I wanted everything to be perfect. We had these punishments that, if you did something, they'd make you write how many times, whatever you did. So, for example, let's say I played soccer in the classroom when I was not supposed to. This happened a lot of times. So I'd have to write, I'll never play soccer again in the classroom, let's say 5,000 times. Every time I'd mess up, I'd really want to rip the whole page up just so it can be perfect. And I feel like I tried to do that with a lot of things in my life. Every time something goes wrong, whether it's my fault or somebody else's fault, as long as it's in my control, I try to erase it so that we can start from a brand new page. And I've done that with a lot of things in life over and over again. And sure, it has gotten me this far, but I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of things that I wish I could just start over, And now every time I mess up, I want to start over. But then you realize that the amount of time that it takes you to start all over again, that's a waste of time. All the mistakes that you made, all the imperfections and everything is what made you the person that you are right now. So every time you feel like you have to restart and, scratch everything that you've done, no, there's progress in that. The fact that it's not working, that is progress. You've learned something. But if you erase that, you're just going to make that whole mistake again. You know what I'm saying? If you, let's say, for example, you're building a house, right? You're building a house and you mess up the window. Instead of putting it on the right, you put it on the left. That doesn't mean go knock down the whole house and the whole foundation so that you can start from the top. No, you can focus on fixing that specific part. I mean, you can, be like, what? The window looks good on this side, so let's just make that the new thing. Or you can just break down that part and fix it. The point of this is to tell you that every time you mess up, it doesn't mean really just go start from the beginning again. You can pick up where you messed up, fix that part, and keep it going. For example, your favorite, let's say soccer teams, right? I'm a Manchester United fan, and this season we probably will win the Premier League. But anyways, when we lose a game, that doesn't mean our whole season is over. We pick ourselves up, we go back every single weekend. And sometimes you just gotta apply that mindset to your life. Yeah, you lost today. Guess what? Tomorrow is coming. So gotta get better for tomorrow. Watch the tape, see what you gotta do, and go fight. You don't get to restart it. There was a game in high school that I played, my last game in high school. The game was 2-2. If I scored this goal, we're supposed to go to playoffs. I had a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. This guy was 6'2". I'm running face to face with him, and I've been scoring goals a whole lot. One-on-one with him. I've already scored. I didn't score in this game. So I'm coming with him face to face. In my mind, I'm alright, he's already outside the box. If I chip him right now, he can't use his hands. So that's a yellow card. Or I could go around him, but this is a tall guy and he's fast, so he might catch me. So I decided to chip him. Didn't chip him long enough, hit it with his head, blocked it, game over. Till this day, I still think about that specific game. I wish I could, if there's a moment that I could go back to high school, it's that specific moment. Just one. I would pay to go back in that moment, score that goal, and take my team to the playoffs. Even if we don't win, by the fact that we made it to the playoffs, that would have been huge. There are things in life, but that doesn't mean like, okay, I want to erase going to college, everything that I've done, just to go back to that moment. No, I messed up. Life goes on. How can I take that and apply it to other areas in my life? You know, now I make mistakes and, you know, I'm learning that, yo, you make a mistake, guess what? You keep it pushing. So across the run, like, you know, this week was supposed to be, this is week 6, so last week was week 7. I didn't run week 7 as much as I wanted to. That doesn't mean let me scrap the whole plan and start from week 14. No, I've already done the work. Yes, I messed up on week 7. Guess what? We're just going to apply a lot more effort on week 6 to make up for week 7. Take the things that didn't work and change them and do better. That's really it. Sometimes in life we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to get everything so perfect, but everything will not be perfect. You're going to mess up. And everybody that's made it to the top, they had to fail. They have L's, they have mistakes that they made, and that's why they are where they are. You don't ask for excuse, you don't ask for advice from people who are perfect. You never do that, no. You go ask for advice from people who've made mistakes. That's why they are where they are. Your parents, they give you all this advice. Why? Because they messed up. Time and time again. That's why they tell you, yo, don't do this. Guess what? Because they messed up, or they saw somebody else mess up. So there's a lot of experience in messing up. And if you can lean on your own experience or somebody else's experience, take it. But just because you mess up once, that does not doom like the rest of your life. It does not. We all make mistakes. We're all humans. Nobody's perfect. That's why we always look for perfection in others, because nobody is perfect. It's an insecurity that we all carry. We all want to be perfect, but nobody is. And that's why we're looking at people like, oh my God, you're so good at this and that. But everybody isn't like, nobody's perfect. Everybody has something that they're hiding in their closet, something that they're not good at, something that they messed up. It's part of life. It's part of life. It's just part of life. So there's no perfection. You make mistakes. You learn from it. First off, you make a mistake, take accountability for it. Stop blaming everybody else. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, what did I do to get myself here? And you'll know. It's not, oh, just look in the mirror and ask yourself, what did I do? You'll realize you did something. After taking accountability, you start looking at the situation differently. You're like, okay, so what specifically happened? What caused this? What was the reason? Why did I react this way? What did I do? Why did we end up here? And then you start, okay, what did you do wrong? And then from there, you're like, okay, so if this emotion and this action leads to this result, next time I don't want to do it again. So you change. But it starts with taking accountability. If you don't take accountability for what you did or what happened to you, you never get to get over it. You know, you continue being a victim, and the victim mindset won't get you anywhere. It's about really sitting there, accepting, yes, this has happened, I've messed up, or somebody has messed up, but how can I take responsibility and fix this? Because you can continue being a victim for the rest of your life, or you can just take responsibility for what you can and focus on that. You know, there are 3 things that you can control: your actions, your attitude, and your attention. Those 3 things, your actions, what did you do? Your attitude, how did you react to the thing? Your attention, what are you focusing on? Once you control those 3 things, that's all that matters. Everything else will fall in place. And if it doesn't, just keep focusing on those 3 things. Anyways, another good day with a speed run. Tomorrow I have leg day. And then after that, probably another mid run and a long run. But remember, you'll make mistakes. You'll mess up because you're not perfect. You know, you're not God. You're just human. And just be better. Just because we all can be perfect, that's not an excuse to continue being mediocre or to continue repeating your mistakes. You know when you're messing up. You know when you're messing up. And you know when you need to take accountability. So look yourself in the mirror and stop crying about everything else that's happening to you. Ask yourself, what are you doing to get yourself in the same situations over and over again? Anyways, I'll catch you on the next one. As always, carpe diem.